have been using contraptions weaving their way through the streets of London lately as their riders made their way to the 3rd Snakeboarding World Championships.
I really miss it being around people that I love. I can put myself to sleep, never have to fight. I can turn around the key, never have to trust anybody that I meet. Liking the abuse, so really, I think I like it and I want it to last. I never know what's going on around me. My eyes are focused till the end of time, and I'm talking to remind me.
Snakeboarding's rapid growth is something that its South African inventors are still adjusting to.
It's very exciting to be here at the 3rd World Championships. It's unbelievable to us as the inventors of the product to see how far it's come, because initially we designed this as a downhill device where you could experience those carving sensations from surfing and snowboarding, and to see how extreme the sport has become, to see the tricks which we never imagined, to see them take that trick and to expand on it and create a whole lot more. And the fact that we've not only created a product here but a whole lifestyle, culture and a sport is really exciting, and it's very exciting to see where it's going to go from here.
You know, you always have a goal and you always work towards something. But when it finally happens, especially when it's taken this long, you almost have to pinch yourself. And we're doing a bit of that at the moment. But having said that, there's still a very, very long road to travel. The sport, we've really only touched the tip of the iceberg.
The snakeboard is only 5 years old and is taking advantage of its similarities with skateboarding and snowboarding. Equipment-wise, the snakeboard is still evolving. Although many components are specific to the snakeboard, the latest connected riding style has borrowed anything from windsurfing straps to snowboard bindings. With the current boom in the surfing lifestyle, more shops are catering for the fashion needs of the boarders, whether they are hardcore surfers or urban riders. Once more, the snakers are influenced by their roots as they take the first steps towards the future look of snakeboarding.
Obviously you're on wheels, so it's very similar to skateboarding, but a lot of the tricks that they're doing are more closely related to snowboarding. You can spin like 900, 720s, and they go upside down with twists and everything like that, so it's very closely related to snowboarding. And of course the music and the fashion all follows there. If you look at the clothes they're wearing, it's all big baggy pants, which is what they're wearing skateboarding. Function and fashion, I think, is what they call it. Snakeboarding originated, I think, in South Africa, but it's picked up in Europe and it's also in America. In Europe, they tend to follow America, and America's very kind of thrash metal, you know, very guitar-based.
See this?
It's my idea. In Great Britain, because it's an island set apart from the rest of the world, it all seems to be revolving around hip-hop. You know, hip-hop, trip-hop, a little bit of drum and bass, like just beats. Beats and bass lines, I think, is what it goes round to, and I'm not sure why that is. It's just the way that it sort of set itself aside from America and Europe, and it's a whole little different scene. And I think the main problem they've had in this country is from skateboarders. There's a lot of animosity between skateboarders and snakeboarding. I think because skateboarding is a lot harder, and they see people doing all these fancy tricks after a few days riding, but that's slowly changing. Events like this that is going to change people's ideas about it, I think.
Prejudice against the snakeboard is gradually being eroded. Riders are crossing over and finding that it complements their snowboarding. 1995 world champ Ingo Fohre explains.
before I started snakeboarding, I was riding skateboard. That's helped me a lot, I think. And sometimes I ride snowboard, and it's the same style, yeah. On snakeboard, you can make the same tricks like on a snowboard or on a skateboard. The airs is the same, and couple tricks from the skateboard you can try it on the snakeboard, yeah.
Another skate and snowboarder finding good form in snake is Kelly Dean from the United States.
Skateboarding and snowboarding are like the main sports I do. Snakeboarding is kind of the in-between, off-season type practice for me, so that's why I mainly like to do it.
Snakeboarding is fresh in the United States too, but already the U.S. team is pretty strong, though they know they don't have much of an advantage.
Everyone's pretty much at the same level.
Yeah.
I'd say everyone's about the same from everywhere. In every different country, we have about 5 riders who are like talking each one stream, pretty much at the same level.
For a world championship, the atmosphere here is pretty relaxed. It's a positive feeling which is encouraged by the U.S. team manager.
Well, basically, I mean, I'm not putting a whole bunch of enthusiasm that they do good. Just basically go out there, have fun, and I know they're really hard riders, and just the tricks and stuff they pull are just incredible. So they're just gonna go have fun and ride real hard, enjoy the whole thing. It's great being over here to see just the snakeboard over here in London and get kind of a feeling on what the sport has over here. It's a great feeling.
I think it's all great. I mean, we know everyone from London, or most of the skaters, and we just come out here to have fun and just skate with them. Most of us don't really think of it as a competition, but just getting to know everyone, see what everyone's doing, all the tricks they're pulling. Each guy out there is pulling more than anyone else or less. It doesn't really matter. Just everyone's having fun.
We're probably doing a little bit of sightseeing on Monday and Tuesday. All the skating will be done and we'll be all relaxed, claiming victory. Just the usual.
For the young Americans next week, when we show the best action from the finals of the BK Snakeboarding World Championships from London. Of the world. Last week we delved into the world of snakeboarding. This week we check out the BK Snakeboard Worlds. We'll take a look at the best action with the riders that made it to the podium. The contest is split into 4 categories, and we start off with street. Peter Nye's extravagant flip heralds the start of the American domination in this discipline. Pete places 3rd, just below his older brother Rob. Rob Nye is one of the favorites here and shows good form with big airs and rail grinds. He fails to land this big scoring corkscrew, which costs him dearly. 1.1 points separate him from Kelly Dean, who completes the American 1-2-3. Kelly's riding like a man possessed, using every bit of the obstacle course to jump and grind his way to victory. An exhausted Kelly Dean ends his run, and the new street world champion is congratulated in pure snakeboard style with a sound kicking. 1995 reigning overall champ Ingo Fohre failed to shine in the finals, lacking the form he had in the qualifying round. Although he expected to do well, he is not too surprised.
We don't have a good place in Munich. I live in Munich and we have no skate parks, couple ramps, but not good. I did not good practice last half year, but my flip is going better now. I landed today, very clean, backflip 180, so that's a good trick. When I'm looking to the last year, I can't believe the guys going so big airs and 360s, 540s, 720s. Now it's easy. Last year was hard to make a flip or lots of turns like 720. Yeah, the level is so big now.
The mini ramp is the great equalizer. It's easier to find than vert ramps and streets, so everybody gets to train. This time the Americans who mostly ride vert could not dominate in the smaller technical mini ramp. Whilst Rob Nye failed to qualify, Dean Kelly managed a good display, placing him third against his own expectations. Going against expectations was becoming a habit, with Ingo riding well even though he considered this his worst discipline. Pulling off some good technical tricks on the coping and neat 540s gave Ingo's scorecard a boost and earned him second place. The local crowd were given something to cheer about when Ian Calvert dropped in. Having placed fourth in street, Ian's on a charge.
I'm getting sick and tired of wasting time being social. I need diversion for a while. It's time to understand that sanity is overrated. I can forget it with a smile. But I can get away and I can get away and hope that it will last. I can get away and I can get away.
Showing a wide variety of tricks, executed with great composure, Ian takes the title of Mini Ramp World Champion. The Sony PlayStation Skatepark project under the Westway flyover in Portobello Road is an exciting development, part funded by local trusts and sponsors. But you need more than just wood to create a good ramp.
With all ramps, variations on the theme. You've got the half pipe or mini half pipe, which are otherwise known as a mini ramp. Various people like different widths of mini ramps and heights for different tricks. And when you're building a skate park like this, you need to mix up the transitions with and flat banks so that people can get height off the transitions and a good landing on a flat bank. And every ramp I build is always different from the last one. We always keep up, we always speak to the guys, we talk to them while they're skating, we talk to them at the end of the comp and get feedback, and then mix all the ideas off, not just one skater, but every skater, right down from the top to the middle.
The vert is the king of ramps, and once again snakeboarding draws on its skate and snowboard ancestry for inspiration. The vert is a place where reputations are made or broken, but it's always a favorite with the riders, as Ingo explains.
I like to ride vert. It's a great feeling when you are over the coping and you feel nothing. Yeah, I like it. It's great. You are so free. You're so really free. I like it, and I'm riding well today on vert.
Ingo's overall title is at stake, and he needs good points to keep the Americans at bay. He may not be flying as high as he would like, but good grabs and coping tricks see him through to third place. Partick Caterhan of Switzerland has had a quiet world champ so far. Specializing in the vert, Patrick finally gets to show his style and scores well with some good height. It's the end of a good run, and he fails to stick the inverted trick, sliding down unhurt but disappointed. So Patrick's in second place, but the victory goes to Rob Nye. With a second in street and a first in vert, Ingo's title is under attack. Rob's airs are huge and his control excellent as he teases the coping with a variety of clean tricks. Rob ends with a Mac twist attempt, and the crowd don't need the judges' score sheet to know that this is the 1996 Vert World Champion. The last event will decide the champion, and the aim is simple, just jump. But to stand a chance, it's got to be big and have plenty of style. The Brits cheer on Ian Calvert, who looks good for the overall, picking up a third place here with a 360 tail grab. It's big and clean, but it's not enough, and he knows it. Ingo has a last dash for the title, landing another of his backflip 180s, just keeping his balance. Although it's a good move, the landing loses him some points, placing him second. Aiming for the top spot, Rob Nye hurls himself down the ramp and into a 540 corkscrew, a move that's very popular in snowboard jump contests and now making an impression on concrete. Rob's pleased with that one, having displayed all the qualities of big air and good style. It's time to celebrate as the riders head for the nearby Subterranea Club.
The 1996 World Snakeboard Champions of this year overall goes to Marc Churchill!
Feels great. I mean, I didn't expect this much. When I didn't make it to the finals in the mini, I didn't think I could qualify for